If you've ever wondered why there's so many different brackets, mounts, and stuff associated with night vision, you didn't know what they are for, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how all this stuff comes together in the effort to put a night vision device on a helmet so you can actually walk around with it. And specifically, not just a helmet, we are trying to mount it to the shroud right here. Yeah, so that rectangle thing is you see on all the tactical helmets. And if you have a helmet that doesn't have these, you need to find a way to put one of those shrouds on so that you can actually have night vision. First thing is you're going to find that little hole there, and you're going to mount what's called the J-arm there. This is the standard military style where it just screws in just like that. And then you have, there it is, took a minute. And now you have the ability to clip it on right there. And then you have over here called the Rhino mount. This is what actually attaches to the shroud. You'll see a lot of guys wearing this even in the daytime because they don't want to pack it elsewhere. It may not be the best idea, but it is something that definitely happens. You can see right there, there's a little clip. You press that button and it pops in and out. So what you do, you put the tab right there on the top, and then it locks down into place. You hear that nice click. And then from there, the Rhino mounts just flip up and down, and you can adjust all the different settings to fit. That lever controls up and down. This one goes at that angle. And then this lever here goes back and forth, so you can get all the different adjustments once you actually clip your night vision into place. And you have that little clip that just pops right there. Once it's secure, you can just easily flip your night vision up. You can flip it down. If you want it from your right eye to your left eye or vice versa, you loosen this guy and it just flips over, tighten it back down, and you're ready to rock and roll. This is the standard military style stuff that the U.S. Army uses. It's pretty generic. You can find a lot of this surplus stuff elsewhere. This setup is called the bayonet mount. And I'll show you the other version in a minute. If you get some of the older night vision systems, like the PVS-7s, they tend to have the integrated bayonet mount. There's no J-arm, and it just pops into place just like that. But if you wanted something a little bit higher end, besides the bayonet mount, you also have what's called the dovetail mount. And this is slightly different, but still serves the same purpose. This is the totally forgetting Code 4 Defense panel bridge that has the dovetail mount right here, kind of instead of the J-arm setup. And then this is the Argus something or other, similar to a Wilcox mount. Same idea as that Rhino mount, just a little bit higher end in the features. Same idea here, just pop that back and forth. So you pop that into place, goes in, pop it back, and you are in business there. It's locked. You have all the different adjustment tools going up and down, going at an angle, and then this pinch and slide there. One of the big difference with this style of mount is they usually have a button to flip it up from there. And instead of that bayonet mount that I showed you that has a tendency to be a little wobbly, this J-arm tends to be a little flexible, and then the actual mount there tends to have a bit more play. The Wilcox style, the Argus style, with the dovetail tends to be a really, really clean fit. And you just slide that right there, and it pops into place. Very strong connection, and then you can pop it down from there. And one of the other advantages of this style, as you may notice, this tends to fit up against the face a lot better than this. When this ends up getting folded up, it tends to be kind of a monster on the helmet, whereas this one tends to keep it a little bit closer, a little bit there, which helps a lot with the actual balancing of the helmet, so that you're not walking around with just this massive weight just hanging above your head, hanging on to stuff. But yeah, that's the basic idea. It doesn't need to be that complicated. You just have your shroud, your J-arm, your J-arm or equivalent right here, and then whatever mount that is compatible, whether it be bayonet or dovetail, depending on how much money you want to spend. Because this stuff, if you haven't looked into how much this stuff costs, night vision gets pricey real quick. And even the little attachments here, you'd be surprised how expensive they get.